What's going on, everybody? It's the Devil Zero here, and today we've got some really great news to talk about. That being the official trailer for the Chainsaw Man anime. Of course, as always, before we start the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as turn on the bell for notifications. Now, let's get into the good stuff. I'll talk about this more in a video coming soon, but part 1 of the Chainsaw Man manga is my favorite manga of all time. And when I heard about the anime being announced, especially that it's being done by the phenomenal and highly talented studio MAPPA, who did Jujutsu Kaisen and Attack on Titan's final season, I was hyped beyond belief. Honestly, when I was reading the manga, I didn't think it was possible to adapt something like Chainsaw Man, whether it be because of the censorship due to the high levels of gore and violence, or just the insanity of the story itself. But I'm happy to say that I was completely proven wrong today. So now let me go over some of my thoughts and general opinions about the Chainsaw Man anime adaptation, and try to contain my excitement all the meanwhile. Before we get into the trailer itself, let's talk about the state of the series. Chainsaw Man itself is a part of the newer generation of shonen, like Jujutsu Kaisen and Hell's Paradise. But since it started in 2018, it's taken the world by storm. I mean, just look at the sales it's doing right now. Last time I checked, it was the 5th best-selling manga in the past year, and the anime isn't even close to coming out yet. I think a part of this rise is the shift in Shonen Jump stories recently, and the appeal of them to the audience. 10, even maybe 5 years ago, I don't think something as violent or crazy as Chainsaw Man would have the hype it did. But now, let's talk about what you really came here for, the actual trailer. Let's be honest here, the animation was absolute fire. I mean, I'm still in awe at how amazing it looked. But for the series itself, I wouldn't get your hopes up too much that it'll look exactly like the trailer did, as this was pre-animated like MAPPA did for the Attack on Titan trailer for the final season. But here it's a bit different, as I feel it's done more with passion and intention rather than corporate necessity. But I mean, they've really managed to capture the melancholy atmosphere of the slice of life moments, while in contrast we got the absolutely chaotic moments that we'll see in battle, and that definitely deserves some praise. Before the trailer even came out, something did cross my mind about the story, and that was how much the anime will actually adapt to part 1 of the Chainsaw Man manga. Judging by the screenshots that you can see, it certainly seems like they'll be adapting the entire manga, which doesn't surprise me too much, as Jujutsu Kaisen covered about 60 chapters of the manga in just one season. So with Chainsaw Man only being 97 chapters right now, it's in the realm of possibility that the entire story will be adapted without being too rushed. Now with the characters and design, I gotta say, judging by the PV, they knocked them all out of the park. Denji, Pochita, and Chainsaw Man look absolutely stunning. Makima looks awesome. Her eyes are just great. They look just as impactful as when I did reading the manga. And they did my boy Aki good, as well as Best Girl Kobe. Now, out of everyone, I really think Power stood out the most. Whether it was her hair, her horns, her eyes, her teeth, everything was just on point. I absolutely loved it. Now for the staff working on the series, we have the action director, who's an absolute legend, Tatsuya Yoshihara, who worked on series like Jujutsu Kaisen and Black Clover, primarily the second half of Black Clover. And let me tell you, these fights are going to be straight up heat if he's doing them. If you remember scenes like Nobara's hairpin scene at the end of JJK, then imagine a lot more of that here. For the main director, we got Ryu Nakayama, who is directing the entire anime, and he's worked on stuff like Black Clover and Jujutsu Kaisen as the role of an episode director. Next, we have the composer, who is Kensuke Yoshio, and he composed Devilman Crybaby and The Silent Voice. So, if you can imagine the quality of music that was in there, expect something like that for the Chainsaw Man anime. And I gotta say, the staff here are like Avengers level, just completely stacked all-stars. So we're definitely in good looks here for the anime. We also just got some more fantastic news. On July 19th, Fujimoto, the author of Chainsaw Man, will be releasing a one-shot on the Shonen Jump Plus app, which might push back part 2 of the manga by a bit, but I'm still excited for whatever Fujimoto has planned going in the future. So, Chainsaw Man, well, we don't know the release date of the anime. I definitely feel like this anime is going to be in the good hands of MAPPA, and I hope they really take their time with this, as they've really had the potential to make this an all-time classic. So, guys, Tell me what you thought about the trailer in the comments down below. And this has been the Devil Zero. And until next time, have a great day.